What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy God by 2009. I got another good one for y'all today. I'm doing these video. I might as well go ahead and knock this one out right now. Since ain't nobody in here yet, I'm gonna go ahead and share the video and set everything up. But if anybody is in here, then please make sure to like the video. I appreciate the love. Just give me a few to set everything up. And please make sure you like the video as you enter the chat. Thank you so much. And I know this particular video, a lot of people will be fascinated about, because I know this probably confuse a lot of individuals when it comes to dealing with the Scorpio. And just like I tell y'all a lot of times, I know people be like, oh, it's all about Scorpio, huh? It's all about Scorpio. No, it's not like that. But since I am Scorpio, I try to base it on that. But you can take it a lot of pointers from my video. It don't matter who you are, what sign, whatever, that stuff don't matter. But this is the foundation of what my page is about. But you can pick something up, you can pick it up. Don't feel like you can't take nothing from it because you were born on a certain birthday or whatever. But I gotta base it on what I'm basing it on. So I'm not biased at all. I'm only biased when it comes to certain things because I know we are very different. So just give me a minute to set everything up. I'm trying to share this video. If any of my moderators in here yet, I appreciate the love. Thank you for showing love. Appreciate it. Make sure you like the video. I'm just setting everything up. So if this is your first time watching my lives, I usually start it like this. I brief, introduce myself, all that good stuff, introduction. But I try to give everybody that little couple of minutes to come into the chat, because I know at times it can get, people on different time restraints and things of that nature. And I know notifications and all that good stuff. So I try to get, because I used to just jump into the videos. And just like I told y'all, I haven't forgot, I'm gonna make sure I do those uploads and share those uploads with you. So I haven't forgot about that. And if you been watching me for a while, you be like, man, I haven't heard from Godbody or whatever the case may be, just realize Godbody be under a lot of, my own stress or whatever. Sometimes you can always reach out to me and all that good stuff. I just want to put that out there. Just want to let everybody know that you can always reach out to Godbody. Ain't never in. I know it seems hard to understand, but this is another reason I'm gonna make this video too. Because I know sometimes it can be hard to understand. They be like, oh, you a Scorpio, so we know you don't really want to, when you're not in that talkative mood. No, it's not like that. So I'm going to break that down for you. Thanks for... Because I told you I want to do this, especially at a good time where everybody is not asleep and stuff. So I want to knock this out for y'all. I appreciate all the love. Thank you for entering the chat. Thank you all my moderators for showing love. But this video is going to be about our Scorpios in particular. Quiet, are we talkative? Because I know a lot of people look at it like, they be like, oh, Godbody, he's talkative. You know what I'm saying? Why is Godbody so able to communicate? My Scorpio is not able to communicate as well. I have problems trying to, articulate myself to him, or he has problems talking to me, or we have difficulties talking to each other. You know what I'm saying? Do God body have those same issues? Do God body have problems communicating with people and talking? Because my particular Scorpio is a he had issues with this. Oh yeah, let me do my one more thing before I get started. Almost forgot. Give me one more second, people. But the matter of fact, give me one more second. One thing about me when I do my videos, I don't like to be like, you know what I'm saying, not taking, anything from anybody else. I don't like to walk away from the camera. I not make eye contact towards my audience and stuff like that when I'm making any type of points. Only time I do that when I'm really doing something right on the spot. But other than that, when I'm hitting points and talking to y'all, I'm always looking in the face, unless I'm just rambling through this encyclopedia of mine, of a brain, and trying to search for the many, many, many stories that I have, many things that I've experienced, and I try to track back what's appropriate for this moment. So at times, don't take it from me not trying to pay attention to my audience. So give me 1 second. Because when I like to do videos, I like to attack them. I don't just be up here. I've seen videos where people be like, it is like they don't even want to be up. You could tell they really, really don't want to be up there. And it's like, why are you doing the video for? You're not even making the audience gravitate towards you. You're not even captivating the moment of doing what you're doing. You don't even look like you believe in what you're saying and what you're doing. So I'm not gonna do that with y'all. But if you ever see me looking down and you pop up on my live, I'm trying to set something up. I'm doing some technical difficulty type stuff. So don't just give me a second and be patient with me. That's all. I just want to make that clear. One thing about me is a lot of people be like, man, why you always, but one thing about me, and any other Scorpio you ever deal with, we're very detail oriented. We're not the type that's gonna necessarily leave people out, and we let you know what's going on. Even if you're not listening, we let you know what's going on beforehand. A lot of times we're not heard, and that's another story. So let me go ahead and do this so I can go ahead and jump into this with y'all, good, beautiful people. Cause I always tell y'all, cause I told y'all I'm very honest. So I had that feeling, that nudge, any artist, work, businessman, anybody know this feeling. You get that feeling like, man, I don't feel right doing this. I ain't gonna do it. You try to make an excuse for yourself why you shouldn't do something, or why shouldn't you execute a certain thing, and pursue a certain thing and do a certain thing, and you just try to almost illustrate this negative input into your thoughts, and this complacent behavior into your thoughts, and try to convince yourself that it's it's okay. Then I had to snap myself out of that real fast and be like, no, I got to keep pushing. I got to push some more stuff on my supporters. So here I am. So I hope y'all appreciate it. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. So because I really wanted to do it, but at the same time, I'm like, maybe, it's so much stuff that, try to bring you down sometimes. So much, situations try to make you, want to hesitate or take your time on certain things, not in a bad way or in a way where you want to be lazy, but in a way like, man, sometimes it gets to the point you feel like it's a billion pounds on your shoulders. So certain things can become extremely, I don't care how focused and how ambitious you are. It's gonna get to that point in time where it feels like, you don't reach your threshold. So I had to get it together for a second, people. So I appreciate y'all love. Y'all still showing love to me and still support me, man. Because I be having my you know things that God about to go through too. So all the love and support you show me, it means a lot. Just give me a second. Lord, is that like you don't even want to say my little mess? It's always when you trying to get something done in a timely manner. You know, that's why I push. That's why I got so much content because I always try to push towards the next level. I always trying to push towards the next step because I realize all energy, just like I tell y'all all the time, anything can be taken and concentrated into something better. Don't take a bad situation and just dive into it and just indulge into it. Like that's the ending. That's the conclusion. That's the outcome. Is actually, you know, it sounds cliche and it sounds, you know what I'm saying, what like oh whatever God body, but it's like it's what you make is literally what you make it. So it's like I try to put everything, even the negative stuff, the stress, the pain, whatever, and concentrate that. And a lot of Scorpios know how to do that, especially the ones that are older and the ones that are wiser. We learn at a certain time how to concentrate our energies, how to concentrate stuff that we usually make people snap. I usually make people angry, lash out. We use it and take it and concentrate it into something positive. So when y'all see me popping up sometime, I'm bench pressing. I'm spiritually bench pressing right now. So y'all be like, man, God buddy, how you come up with the energy? Hey man, if it's not as hard as you think, especially when you got a whole lot pent up in you. So I got so much to share. So hey, Miss Sand, Miss Saunders. Hey, Candace Reed. Hey, Shakita. Hey, Loida. Hey, I'm gonna read y'all comments too. I'm just speaking to everybody first. Hey, Dominique. What's going on, Wayne? Jasper, my boy. Hey, Royals, Mom. Hey, Michelle Longhorn. What's going on, Carolyn? Thank you for coming in. Hey, Jennifer Moni. Hey, Natasha. Hey, Cat D. Hey, Whit K. Make sure I get everybody. Hey, Jake P. What's going on, Jake? Hey, Natasha. Hey, Jennifer. What's going on? Y'all make sure y'all like as y'all into the chat. I know most of y'all have already. Yes, because he's a lioness. He talks too much. Because he says, I'm a lioness. I talk too much. Oh, okay. I'm a Scorpio and I still don't understand my Scorpio boyfriend. What? Okay. Okay. I am so here for this time. Oh, I know all y'all want to hear this, so let me go ahead and jump into it. I see everybody want to hear about this one. So when you talk about it's a difference between the talkative Scorpio and the quiet Scorpio. It's not a difference. Sometimes it's a difference. It's this complex. So y'all gotta really pay attention to this one because it is complex, even for me as a Scorpio trying to speak it to you and explain it. You know, because y'all look at me, y'all see me being, communicating with y'all and you know vibing with different people and being open and stuff like that. Y'all say, you know, where's that come from? Because I don't see that from my Scorpio. Some of you probably do see that, but at the same time, you got to understand it's based on experience. It's going to be based on his background. It's going to be based on how he was brought up. It's going to be based on what type of individual you are. It's going to be based on what type of situation it is. It's going to be based on what type of spirit you have in you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you a person that's to be trusted, then he will communicate with you. If you're a person that is a good listener, he will automatically communicate with you. If you have a spirit of listening, if you have a spirit of patience, if you have a very genuine composure to yourself, he's going to be able to read that. That Scorpio woman is going to be able to read that like that. You got to understand when you deal with us, we not these type of individuals that it takes 15 years takes 20 years for us to understand a person. You got to understand he's going to read you like a book, because one thing about us, about how we think and how we do things, we become in sync with whatever we do. So anything that we focus on and have on our mind, in our hindsight, and our vision is going to be focused on. We close in on it. You know what I'm saying? So he's not distracted, looking at, this, thinking about that. He's going to be paying attention to how you receive him. He's going to be paying attention to how you communicate with him. He's going to pay attention, and it's Scorpio women as well, not just Scorpio men. Scorpio women the same way, even more, because a Scorpio woman is very intolerant of insincere people. She's very intolerant of wasting time, even more than the Scorpio man is. She's very, very intolerant and very impatient with people that are ingenuine, with people that are fake. She can read that before you even open your mouth. A Scorpio woman can read a person before they even open their mouth and tell it's not worth her time. The Scorpio man, we a little bit more, it's we male, we men, so we more like head on. We more like, okay, we gotta hear it, and we at least give them a chance. You know what I'm saying? We'll give them a chance, unless they just have this big, you know, almost clown faced behavior. And what I mean by clown faced behavior is like when it's totally obnoxious to the point it's obvious, to the point it can't be hidden, and the Scorpio see it, yeah, then we will stay back from it. But if we will give a person a chance, we will talk to you, we will communicate with you. You know what I'm saying? It took me, and you got to understand, when it call about God body talking and being able to communicate with y'all got to understand, man. God body is 30. So in most of my 20s, I wasn't communicating. Most of my and, I communicate, do business, and talk to my friends, or whatever, family and stuff. But as far as like communicating, building with many different individuals, and being as diverse as I am, and being as outspoken as I am, and I always had that aggression, I always had that strength and courage, but at the same time, I didn't like to open up to everybody. I didn't like to express myself, and a lot of Scorpios don't like to be bothered. And it wasn't because and then this is a lot of cases, it's not because of necessarily being nervous or being untrustworthy, but it's to the point where you realize, and we observe, you know what I'm saying? A lot of Scorpios, just like me, we observe and look at a lot of things very closely. So I realize a lot of people are not receptive to communicating. I realize a lot of times when I open my mouth and talk to people, it will go through one ear and out the other, and they have almost this TV blankish type of look on their face. It almost like every time you open your mouth to them, they receive it, but it's almost like you're talking to a brick wall type of thing. So we don't open up to everybody. And one thing about us is we don't chitter chatter or babble about stuff that means absolutely nothing. Everything has a purpose or meaning. When we talking to a person, everything has a lesson, or has some type of wisdom, or has some type of, you know what I'm saying, substance to it. You know what I'm saying, when we talk to people. So I had to realize that it's people out there like that. I had to go through experience, and this is why a lot of Scorpios don't communicate like God body, because they haven't went through those experiences where they had to really be vocal. You know what I'm saying? It's situations where you can be on the outskirts and be quiet and get through in life, and that's fine. But then there's a point you have to be extremely vocal. You know what I'm saying? I had to go through my storms in life where I had to be vocal. I had everything, all the lessons that I was taught, all the situations I experienced, all the devastations and tragedies that I experienced. It forced me to be vocal. Just like somebody told me a long time ago. He said, very wise man too. He said, sometimes you don't have to necessarily bring the best out of yourself. A lot of times you won't even bring the best out of yourself. It's like the life experience will bring it out of you. Situations in real life will bring the best out of you. your adversities will bring the best out of you. It's almost like working. It's almost like a skinny guy that decided to pick up a 20, 30 pound weight, 50 pound weight. Then and he never stops for the next 10 years. Back 10 years from now, he's going to be a muscle bound, enormous built man because he put that time into it. He brought it out of him. He had to bring it out himself. He put the work in. He dedicated himself to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's that same thing. And I had to realize like this, and this is why I tell you a lot of times it differs on how that Scorpio was raised, because if he grew up in a house where he felt free to talk, where his family was very vocal with him, where the communication was well, where the relationships were very tight, and where the bonds between the individuals of his household were strong, then he will be that much more communicative. It won't even take him as long as it took me to communicate. He probably be the type of person that can communicate easily from an early age. Like me, I wasn't that type of individual because I grew, like, we communicate, but it wasn't it wasn't the communicate. It wasn't the Brady Bunch, so to say. It we communicate like regular. It was cool, but it was so much combativeness. It was so much extreme differences, and I didn't realize even at that point that it's normal to be different. You can still get along with people, and even you get along with people even though you extremely different, even though y'all have parallel lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? Different beliefs and whatever. But the way I was raised, and this is another thing, your community, the way that Scorpio's community communicates is going to defer how that Scorpio is. If he's a Brooklyn Scorpio, he ain't gonna really be that. He ain't gonna be talkative like that because he knows not to trust people, because in the city you can't really trust too many. Then a small town country Scorpio might be this big jovial happy individual that might be open up. He's still gonna have that same piercing magnetic appearance, but he's gonna have a more approachable behavior. He's gonna be easier person to understand. I don't know why, but I'm breaking this down so well. I don't know why I thought this video was gonna be so hard, but once I started getting into it, then it started flowing. So y'all give me a second, see what's going on in this chat right quick. Yeah, man, you gotta take that energy sometimes and use it for the right things. That's all. It's easy to get exhausted. I get frustrated, but I'm gonna keep it. God body gonna keep it moving for y'all. Let me see what's going on, Wayne Jasper. What's going on, Realist and Doom? What's up? What's up? What's going on? Nice to meet you. What's going on? Sherry Young. Hey everyone. Hey everybody in the live. Yeah. Hey Shata. Hey Sky 11 Hook. What's going on? Thank you so much for all the love. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna put my link in if you want to show some love, and I'm gonna put my link if you want to donate, show some love. I'm gonna put my email if you want to reach out to me. Hey Maria C. Hey Whit K. Hey Kate D. I was looking for a couple of my real strong moderators, but I know it's a lot going on. So I appreciate the ones that are able to make it, and I love all the ones that are not able to make it also. So I appreciate that. See how I'm communicating so well with y'all so fluently and so civilized. 3 years ago, I was not civilized. 4 years ago, I was not civilized. 5 years ago, I really, really wasn't civilized. I really wasn't this friendly person. I really wasn't this communicating individual, and a lot of the reasons were because I wasn't able to be around people that I was able to communicate with. I wasn't able to be around people that were able to understand and have a mind outside of a box. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're talking to people that are in a box all the time and always negative, then you're not gonna want to talk. If you're talking around people that's always conniving and always jealous acting in your community, and all the brothers are always knocking each other upside the head and arguing, you're not gonna want to communicate with them. But if you grow up in that Scorpio comes up in a community where everybody's close, he's gonna be that much open to you. He's gonna be able to understand you. He's gonna already have that understanding of how to communicate. Let me put this link in. One more time. Read y'all comments too. I forgot y'all. Thank you so much, Skyhook 11. I appreciate Sky. Yeah, Sky 11. I called you Skyhook 11. I just said it in a reverse. Sorry about that. M feet 2316. What's up, God body? Good, positive, motivational, oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Like I'm more of a listener than a talker, but my work requires both. I'm a substance counselor, and I can help people overcome their problem. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I'm definitely like that too. Like if I go in a place, I'm not just gonna be, you know, trying to open up and just chatter to just anybody that didn't ask for me to talk to them or nothing like that. But I will speak. I easily speak. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of Scorpios that have this more stone face presence, and I used to have that too, where it's real. We real short with people. Are we really not trying to really be bothered? But I'm more of an approachable individual. But at the same time, I still have in certain situations, Scorpio, we will have a certain guard up. If we at an unfamiliar place, we will really have our guard up. We will not be that talkative. If he realizes you're not listening, he will really not be that talkative. You know what I'm saying? If he's going through something, a Scorpio is at times he will get stuck. We will get stuck in the jam at times and not communicate because we're going through something. And one thing about us, just like I told you, when we get focused in on something, we black out and dive into it, and we almost neglect our own personal selves. You know what I'm saying? As far as our own personal life, our own personal relationships, because we get so point that we're trying to fix multiple things at one time. We get driven into that situation. We get driven into that tragedy. We get driven into that business. We get driven into that whatever that's in the way, and it'll get hard for us to communicate to people. It'll get hard for people to understand us and stuff like that, because we won't talk. We'll just go through it and handle our business, and we won't really talk. Not because we don't want to communicate. And these are the times where we really want to hear from somebody and we really want to build with somebody, but we almost forget about that. You know what I'm saying? About our own personal life, our own personal existence. It's almost like we become more of a tool than a human beings. And when the Scorpio gets into that mode, you know, is I know it can get difficult to understand. You know what I'm saying? It can get difficult to understand. Let me make sure I get make sure I read everybody's stuff. Let me see. Any Aries, Moon, Scorpio can share some knowledge would be very, very greatly appreciated. Okay. Are you an Aries, Shanta? Let me see. I have met two, both reserved. One was too secretive, the other so open and talkative. It's baffling. So I'll listen to it later. Okay. show support to this amazing. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Let me see who up in here. I don't know how to deal with my Scorpio. He's being a workaholic. Yeah, that's why I said like he's not doing it because he cares more about the job than you are. He cares more about money than you. But we are type of individuals where we are workaholics. We are the type of individual that dive into whatever we're doing. We do have an extreme personality. We are extremely ambitious. So we are very competitive. And if he's in a competitive field where he's always being challenged, or he always have to manage a certain amount of people, or he's always dealing with a certain amount of things, or if you have a Scorpio that's a business owner, or he's have a lot of people under his belt, then one thing about us is we don't take it lightly. We take stuff extremely. We take our responsibilities very extremely. So at times you might have to just pull his coattail and let him know, hey, you know what I'm saying? But understand that he's a workaholic. We're very driven. We understand that if we don't do it, nobody's going to do it for us. And if we fail, people will be laughing at us and pointing the finger saying, hey, look, I told you that guy wasn't going to work hard. I told you he wasn't going to do it. I told you he wasn't worth the position. So we're always drilling ourselves. We're always critiquing ourselves. We're always trying to put 100 and 50 million% into anything that we do and try to make it happen. So at times we lose focus on our own personal lives. We lose focus on our own personal relationships. And it takes time for us to realize that. It takes time for us to learn how to do that and how to manage. It takes time and balance. The longer that you build that Scorpio, the longer that your relationship lasts, the more you get to understand him. Let me see. I tried to talk to him today about it. I think I made him upset. Oh, about his talking. Yeah, you just had to hit me up on the email so I could, figure out what's going on. The 21st, the realist in the room, November. Let me see. It's real easy to fall into that rabbit hole. Yeah, absolutely. It is real easy. Hey, what's going on, True King? I really appreciate the love. Yeah, you definitely right. It is real easy to fall into that rabbit hole, Jasper, because we are workaholics. We do try to dive into everything we do. We take everything really seriously. So at times it will get hard for him to try to be understood. It will get hard for you to, hey, beautifully flawed. Hey, what's going on, beautifully flawed? I ain't forget about you. It takes us a long time to figure out how to balance things because just like I told you, it took me a lot of years for me to become this open person. You know what I'm saying? I had to go through a lot. I had to understand a lot in order for me to learn how to communicate, in order for me to learn. I already knew how to communicate, but in order for me to communicate with a diverse amount of people, in order to even communicate with people that was close to me, is like I was closed in to a certain extent. With certain individuals, you would have to understand me and know me and why I do certain things a certain way. But it's just like we know certain people, we know who's going to listen, we know who is not going to listen. But at the same time, it's a time to be vocal and it's a time, for us to talk or whatever. So at times it takes patience. At times, at certain times, Scorpio, it takes an individual to for us to trust. It takes an individual to bring the best out of us, for us to become communicative, communicative. It takes a type of individual that's full of life, a type of individual that can bring certain things out of us. Like you can be a Scorpio could be around people that he known for 50 years and not say two words. And he could be around a person that's trustworthy and understanding and intelligent and have a conversation with that Scorpio and get more words out of him than people that know him for years and learn stuff about him that people never knew. Because that's one thing about Scorpio. We able to bring the unknown out. We're able to bring the unseen out of people. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a characteristic, whether it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? So people that are not talkative, Scorpios are able to make talk, but at time we need that same thing. We need a person that's able to bring that out of us, to bring that characteristic or bring that personality out of us. Yeah, I try to talk to him. Oh, okay. I'm just making sure I read everything. But like I told y'all, I was gonna try to hold on, let me see. I don't be trying to run over these too fast. Let's increase the likes. Thank you so much, Caroline. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Dominique, what's going on? Dominique Johnson. What's going on, Shakitha? I might as well make you one, Shakitha. You pretty consistent, Shakitha, but I don't know if you want to be a moderator. If only if you want to, you know. A lot of y'all come a lot, but I try to pick people that I know that probably want to do it, are probably interested in being a moderator, but I love all my supporters. So let me see. Just making sure I ain't miss nobody. But it's like I said, I ain't gonna make this. I ain't gonna leave this off on a bad note. Leave this off on a note that's too serious. Even though I didn't leave it off on a bad note, I left it off on a good note. But I'm gonna try to dig out some more stuff, some more points for y'all, because I know it's so deep. This type, people have so many problems with this. I don't want to make light of it like it's not a real big issue. At times, if you want to bring the more, if you want to communicate with us more, try to be more understand, try to be a listener at the same time. Let your talking be as well as your listening. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be all talking and then don't want to listen. You know what I'm saying? Listen to him as much as you want to be heard. I listen as much as you want him to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you are a person that listen, a person that understand, then he's going to open up to you. But if you're a person that's going to be, stubborn and not really open up, open up but not really listen to where he's coming from. When he's talking to you, is not really selling in. It's not really register. It don't really register with a lot of people when we talking to them. So if you that type of individual, it might become more difficult. But if you have a strong bond with him, then it definitely, he'll see that, and and you'll see by the way he communicates with you, you'll see how well, things progress. But I'm gonna make this a little shorter video than usual. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate it. I know it's a lot of stuff be going on in the back behind the scenes, but if everything pushed through like it normally does, then you might see an extra surprise video from me. So I'm not saying I'm gonna do it today. But be looking out for it. But I'm not saying it's just not. It's a 50%. But I love the support. Please make sure you watch my last videos. Make sure you comment. Show some love. I appreciate people that show love, donate. Please donate if you can. Show that love. If you want to reach out to me, make sure you donate. Hit my email up if you need some advice or questions or whatever. Let me see. I'm a Gemini and I'm introverted. I don't really consider myself a Gemini, but my Scorpio is a complex. He can be talkative mostly. He's quiet. He tells me I'm more quiet than him. Contradict thing is I communicate more, and he's. Oh yeah, you got a situation right there, Miss Sand. You got to hit me up on the emails. I can tell you got a situation. I can tell when it's just a question. I can tell when it's a situation. Hit me up on the email. You know what I'm saying? If Miss Saunders, like women who genuinely enjoy talking to Scorpio man. How do Scorpio man respond? Like women who genuinely enjoy talking to Scorpio man. What do you mean, Carolyn? I don't know if I'm reading that. What do you mean by I'm trying to figure out your question? I'm just trying to figure out Carolyn question right quick. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what her question means. Go back, go back up to my response. Oh, okay. So what do Scorpio men think about talk? Okay, what Scorpio men think about talking to women? Oh, okay. What do Scorpio think about talking to women? It depends on what they're talking about. It's like we don't care about it. It ain't like we don't care. I'll be mad because a person is talkative, but it's about what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Where's the conversation? What's the meaning in the conversation? What's the focus on in the conversation? You know, how genuine is her conversation? You know, how is it real? Is it some substance to the conversation? This is what's gonna really matter. It don't matter how much you talk or how little you talk, but when you do talk, is it gonna be genuine? It's gonna be real. It's gonna be a wonderful feeling when he's talking to you. He's gonna get good vibrations from you. You know what I mean? Even though people don't think Scorpio are like that, we are the type of people we like good. We like to be around genuinely good people. We like to laugh. We like to have fun. We like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So he don't understand. He don't mind talking to people. He's gonna sit there and listen, but don't just because you necessarily a big talker don't mean he's gonna be a big talker as well. It's Scorpios that talk like me sometimes, even though I'm talkative. I'm talkative than certain Scorpios, but I still don't talk to everybody. And even when I do talk, it's very few words. It's very few subjects discussed that's outside of reality, that's outside of the now, that's outside of, you know, things that have meaning to it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really go too deep into a whole lot of stuff that don't have no meaning. At this point, I like to talk about stuff that have meaning. I like to talk about real stuff with substance, you know what I mean? Stuff that has, you know, stuff that can push, that can build me, stuff that can mature me, stuff that can teach me. You know what I'm saying? That's stuff like a Scorpio, a mature Scorpio would like to hear. That's type of conversations where you can get the most out of him. Let me see, Jake. What you saying, JP? My Scorpio calls me random. Calls me on a random. Let me see. Let me see what Jake talking about first. My ex Scorpio calling on a random. When I picked up her call, she hung up. She's afraid of confrontation because she did me wrong. Oh, okay. I see you, JP. But I love y'all. I just want to do something quick for y'all. I don't know how many people gonna see it, how many people not gonna see it, but I just want to do something for y'all real quick. I love y'all. And I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. You know, big kiss on my later viewers. You know, pounds on my bro. I appreciate all the love. Thank you for all the support. Jake, how you know her? If she hangs up when you pick her, how you know it's her? Oh, I'm pretty sure he knows. But I appreciate all the love. You know, make sure you show that love. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share the video. You know, please show some love. You can. You know, donate all that good stuff. Whatever. Make sure you watch my last video if you haven't watched it. I appreciate all the love. I will talk to y'all later. I'm gonna go ahead, give me some rest, but I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and I want y'all to be safe out there. Peace. Make sure I ain't leave. Yeah, y'all be safe out there, and I'll talk to y'all soon. I might be do a video today, so y'all just be on the lookout for that. Peace.